Hi guys, so today's blog is going to be on ways you can sleep better at night, since a lot of people are struggling with sleep at the moment due to lockdown and the warm weather. So I thought this would be a good video to make, so I really hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, let's get on with the video. So my bedroom's been way too warm to sleep in at the moment, so I've been sleeping in my sister's room, which is downstairs, and it's way cooler, so it's been a lot nicer sleeping in our room. I know a lot of people probably have problems with the heat and lockdown because you're worried about what's going to happen next and the uncertainty of this new normal, so I thought it'd be good to put some bits of advice into this video. My first bit of advice is turn off any electronic devices like TVs, phones, computers, any kind of screen half an hour or an hour before bed. Reason being is because the light shines bright on you, and if you're constantly on your screen, that can affect your sleep. I mean, it's different for some people. Like my mum can sleep easily with going on her phone, but for some people, going on your screens all the time, especially just before bed, isn't a good idea. Like for me, for example. So yeah, I'd say turn off your phones at least half an hour before bed. If you're getting a rubbish sleep at the moment, it's always worth a try. Number two is do something calm before going to bed, like just reading a nice chapter book, or writing a story, or if you're a songwriter like me, you can write a song. Just doing something relaxing that doesn't involve looking at screens can really help you feel relaxed and get sleep. I think a good thing is to do something boring, for example, the night before Christmas I did mass work before I went to bed. Even though I didn't have to do mass, it made me bored because I find mass so boring. It's always good to do something you find boring that can help you fall asleep. But yeah, just do something that's relaxing and quiet before you go to bed can help you settle down. I mean, it might not work for everyone, but again, it's worth a go if you struggle with sleep. Number three is don't go to sleep with an empty stomach, but don't go to sleep with a full stomach either. If you're going to have a big meal before bed, don't have the meal 3 hours before bed. Don't have it any later than that. And if you're feeling hungry and you're in bed, just get a light snack like an orange or a banana, or even a bottle of water. Drinking water can actually fill you up, believe it or not. So yeah, just get something light before bed, not something too filling, because it's not good to sleep on an empty stomach that's gurgling constantly, but it's also not good to sleep on a full stomach, because that can be quite unsettling as well. So number four, exercise during the day, but don't exercise just before bed. Exercising during the day can really help because it's good to do something during the day to keep you motivated, because it's really hard to sleep when you've done literally nothing all day, because you've kind of been that relaxed, chill mood all day, if you see what I mean? When you're doing something motivated, it can make you feel more tired. That's why they always advise you to exercise, but don't do it just before bed, because then you might be too hot and sweaty before bed, and that won't help you fall asleep. As you know, it's really hard to fall asleep in the heat. So yeah, exercising during the day is good because it keeps you motivated, and you'll feel more tired, so it'll be easier to fall asleep, but don't do it just before bed. Number five, now this is a really hard one, especially for teenagers, but it's always good to try to go to bed at a similar time and wake up at a similar time. The reason for this is because your body has a routine. Not even as an adult, you still kind of need a routine, because once you get into that routine, things go easily and just get into a habit of doing it. But if you go to bed at 10 one night, then go to bed at 2 a.m. one night, your body clock will never know when it's time to sleep. So make it even more challenging for you to fall asleep, especially if you find it hard to fall asleep. My advice is that you go to bed at a similar time each night. At the moment, I've been going to bed at 11:30 each night, but sometimes I wake up at different times. I try to wake up about 9ish or 10ish. It was 11 this morning because I didn't have a clock in my room and I forgot what time it was. So, but yeah, it's really hard to get to sleep at the same time, especially at our age, but it definitely helps. So if you struggle to sleep, I would strongly recommend you to go to bed at a similar time and wake up at a similar time if you can, as it helps with the body clock. Number six, this is important. Don't stress about trying to get a good sleep. Just let it happen naturally. Don't constantly look at the clock when you're trying to get to sleep. Just try to relax and switch off. Don't get too stressed. 'Cause I mean, the more stressed you get, the more sleep you'll end up losing out on. So just relax, and as soon as you know it, you have fallen asleep. So And yeah, and if you haven't fallen asleep for like 20 minutes, it's best to get up and do something. And then if you feel tired again, go back to bed. Like, don't stay in bed for ages if you can't sleep, because there's probably a reason why you can't sleep. So yeah. 7. Also, the amount of sleep you need to get depends on your age, but if you're an adult like me, you need to get at least 7 to 9 hours sleep for you to cope during the day. Because like, if you get less sleep, you'll just be like tired and cranky during the day. But then if you get too much sleep, you'll be like overtired, and that's also not good for you. Like, yeah, you'll be wide awake at night, but that's also not a good thing, because then you won't be able to sleep well at night. But then if you're tired, you don't get enough sleep and you're tired during the day, your body won't be able to work properly during the day. Especially if you're like going somewhere, like going to college or something, you really need a good sleep so your brain can work and do your education or whatever. But you need a good sleep anyway. Even in lockdown when you're not doing much, it's still important to get a good sleep, as getting a good sleep is amazing for your mental health and well-being. If you don't get good sleep, it can have a lot of an effect on your mental health, and you can feel a lot more teary, which happens to me a lot. So getting a good sleep is extremely essential. Obviously, if you get slightly more sleep or slightly less sleep, or slightly more sleep, it's not the end of the world, but just try to aim for the 7 to 9 hours sleep, or whatever your age is, if you like can, you know, as it really does help your mental health and well-being. So yeah. Number 8, make sure your room is like a tidy and nice kept environment, because like, if you're sleeping in a messy room, that's like quite unsettling, you know. So you want your room to look nice and make sure it looks good, and it's got that peace. Your room's got to have that peaceful feel to like sleep in. So I definitely recommend to sleep in a tidy environment, as that like literally makes all the difference. For me anyway. For 9, if you have like any bad thoughts or anything you need to do the next day, make sure to like write them down in a notepad. Don't keep thinking about these things that are on your mind during the night, because you'll never get to sleep. Or if you write them in a notepad, you can just like deal with them the next day, and that means you can still get a good sleep, but you can like, you'll remember what you have to do the next day. So I think if you have anything in your mind or anything you need to do the next day, just write it down in a notepad and come back to it the next day. Number 10, avoid alcohol or caffeine before bed. The reason I say this is because alcohol, yeah, you might sleep quicker, but it's not a good sleep. It's more like a deep sleep, and that is not good for you. So I'd say avoid alcohol just before bed, and caffeine because it keeps you awake. And obviously you don't want to stay awake if you need to get a good sleep. So alcohol and caffeine should be avoided at all costs. And try not to drink too much water while you're in bed. If anything, it's better to drink water before you go to bed, so you don't have to you don't have to wake up in the middle of the night and go to the toilet. So yeah. So try to avoid caffeine or alcohol just before bed. Obviously that's not going to happen all the time. If you want a glass of alcohol on a Saturday, that's fine, but just don't do it like every night. Don't make a habit of it. Number 11, if you're struggling to get to sleep, take deep breaths. It's important just to relax and not overthink how much sleep you're getting. Just think to yourself, I just got this, and just forget about everything. Don't think about anything when you're in bed. It's the one time where you should literally just switch off. So just relax and let the brain just switch off, you know. Number 12, this is a weird one. I know most people would never follow this advice, but you're probably best not to use electronic devices in your bed, because the thing is, don't treat your bed like a study area or a phone area, because otherwise it might end up keeping you up for longer, and that's not a good thing. It's better to just leave the bed for sleeping, because then your body will like, right, this is where I sleep, you know what I mean? So you better to kind of get into that routine of using your phone or doing your study in like a different area. I mean, it works well for me. It won't work for everyone, but yeah. That's pretty much my last bit of advice. There's probably other things that can help you sleep at night, but that's what I got. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope this will help you guys sleep better at night. I've put in as much advice as possible, and I hope that if you're struggling to sleep each night, follow these tips, and you never know, you might be able to get a better sleep. You never know. Honestly, just do whatever works for you. You'll eventually get the sleep you deserve, and I really hope that you'll all have a nice night's sleep tonight. And yeah, take care, and hope you're all staying safe and well during these times. I shall see you later. Bye.